today in the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Welcome, fans. Thanks for joining us for this Friday night edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Saturday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Houston Rockets. Then on Monday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, after all the turmoil in New Orleans last season, there's fresh air in the Big Easy. The Pelicans won the lottery and got #1 overall pick Zion Williamson. Not only that, the Anthony Davis trade brought in a surrounding cast of young star talent. The Pelicans have gotten a great head start on their rebuild. Kevin?
They are fun to watch, that's for sure, Dave. Thank you. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. You ever think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that will be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Doncic and Hardaway at the 2 and the 3. And it's Brunson in at the 1. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Ball and Holiday combine at the guard spots. And it's Favors in at center.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Holiday with it. Banked in off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here is Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. Outside Hardaway. 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. The 17-footer. That one rolling around and rims out.
Well, with his touch from mid-range, Kevin, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Doncic against Holiday. Pass to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. They get it again. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Porzingis finds Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Williamson, the pass to Holiday. Tipped away. Here's Doncic. Softly drops in the floater. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Holiday against Doncic. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And the more you hear about Drew Holiday, a magnetic personality. He really connects with his teammates.
It'll be very interesting to watch the growth of Drew Holiday in that aspect this year, Kevin, with all of the additions of young, unrealized talent. Zion Williamson, Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram. Drew Holiday has got to be much more of a conductor this year, along with keeping his levels of performance elite.
Free throw, good, Holiday.
Well, Drew Holiday and his brother Justin had some hard-fought games in the driveway. I know a little bit about that. We never ever finished those games, Kevin. Too much fighting going on. And by the end of it, both Drew and Justin Holiday find themselves in the NBA.
Both free throws good from Holiday. And Brent, that fierce, competitive nature for Drew Holiday, still there to this day.
Yeah, so much talk from his coach, Alvin Gentry, about Drew working himself constantly to exhaustion, just continuing to push the limits. And he'll sit at his locker, he'll take a long shower. He doesn't want to move till his body recovers. He knows how important this game is to him and how important now he is to the Pelican franchise moving forward.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Mavericks making the shot. Dishes to Ingram. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday.
Not sure how he saw that there. Holiday with a firm understanding of how to get the ball to an open teammate.
Brunson, the bounce pass. Here's Doncic, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Greg, you look at the young Luka Doncic. What impresses you the most right now about his game?
Well, Kevin, you just don't see many players his height who can handle and make step-back threes. Also, his confidence. He came into the league never doubting that he could dominate a game. And don't forget about his brilliance as a passer.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
And last season, the shadow of Anthony Davis's trade request hanging over this Pelicans franchise. A lot to wrestle with.
Yeah, it was an interesting year for the organization with all the news on AD wanting that trade and then nothing happening and then resting him. But I'll tell you what, this wasn't just something where that problem was swept under the rug. The Pelicans decided to just blow that all away. New leadership in the front office, ownership, a revamped roster, the first overall pick in Zion Williamson. The excitement in New Orleans after that trade is on an all-time high.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Drew Holiday. Brunson scanning the floor. No good there.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Now Hardaway after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. There's the dish to Redick. Inside, and favors kicks to Ingram. Drains the three-pointer.
No stopping Ingram when he's in a rhythm like this, especially when he gets a pass in a spot he loves to pull from.
Here's Brunson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Washington.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Here's Redick. The Mavericks making the shot. Back to Ball. Shoots it up. Again, the Pelicans score.
Yeah, Redick more than happy to get off the ball that time and spot the open man.
And Doncic, here we go.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Ball dishes to Redick. Passes to Favors. Now here's Ball. Brunson covering. Ball no good. The Mavericks trailing. Brunson finds Doncic. Here's Kleba. He's covered by Favors. Hardaway passes to Kleba. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Outside for Redick. Goes up from the top of the key, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, JJ doing a great job deciding on that pick and roll play with what to do with the basketball. Deceptively crafty when he gets in that set.
Now here's Porzingis. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Washington.
Felt like he also was prepared for whatever the opposition was coming at him with. He was either contesting shots or swatting them away. Just a dominant defensive performance all the way around.
The shot by Redick, no good. Here's Kleba. And it's Williamson with the rebound. Pelicans leading by 3. And there's the pass to Ball. Kicks it to Williamson. He dishes it to Ingram. Over Doncic. And it's Ingram missing. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Porzingis passes to Hardaway. And Derek Favors picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Hayes, he's checked in for Derek Favors. Then for the Mavericks, Dwight Powell's checked in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. Outside Curry. Pass to Powell. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
Now here's Williamson. Ingram outside. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass. Ingram's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And not only can Ingram score from the perimeter, but he can also contribute inside. The way he releases his shot makes it very difficult to block.
Here's Porzingis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, the defender all over him. Well, so much of the last few seasons have been lost time for Kristaps Porzingis. That ACL injury and then working back from it in the 2019 campaign, never an easy road to start him.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Greg, with all the time that Porzingis has missed, it's easy to forget just how dominant he is when he's healthy.
KP is one of the few game-changing talents in our league. He can carry an offense and boost an entire team's defense with his presence on the floor.
And so he makes both from the line.
Well, Porzingis in the early part of his career has had some phenomenal first halves of seasons. In the second half has faded. You really just want to see a complete year from Kristaps Porzingis where he can dominate.
Now here's Ball. His last outing, he had 8 points. That one drops for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's the floater. That one, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did.
Now here's Ball. After Luka Doncic's miss, Ball, the pass to Hart. Trying to find Ball. He gets it to him. Basket counts. Ball's got 6.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Right, the pass to Doncic. Now here's Powell, covered by Redick. The 3 from Porzingis. Buries it from 3-point range. Porzingis has got the game tied up here for the Mavs.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Hart the pass to Hayes. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Porzingis.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Brandon, this next question culture we're in, what comments do you want to hear from players who have just lost a game and facing disappointment?
I like the humility aspect of this question, Kevin, and the thing that I listen to most from players who get it, they'll compliment their opponent first.
Mm-hmm.
Something had to happen where the opponent did something enough to beat you on that night. So you don't say that we did all these things. Give the opponent credit first. Secondly, players who shoulder a massive amount of responsibility, they'll say that they could have played better first. And that takes and deflects everything away from their teammates. And then they'll talk about what they're looking forward to most, and their challenge is we'll get better tomorrow. Mm-hmm. We'll get better next game. And that they know there's room to grow. Those 3 things are pretty impactful.
Well said. Right with it. Now guarded by Ball. They get it back, and the dunk by Powell.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Now, here's Ball. 6 points for him, and it goes down 2 points. Redick's got his second basket of the game.
You know, one of the best at moving without the ball, catch and shoot opportunity for J.J. Redick.
Doncic outside. He dishes it to Powell. Pass to Doncic. Back to Curry. From deep. Another miss by Curry. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change here. Okafor's checked in. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Redick up top, guarded by Wright.
And for all the scoring and shooting that J.J. Redick does, showing right there why he's an underrated passer.
And Wright kicks to Curry. 15 seconds left to play here in the first. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
And so the first quarter is in the books. The Pelicans on top, up 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Kristaps Porzingis grew up in faraway Latvia, but thanks to his brother, developed a passion for the NBA.
My older brother, he was a big fan of NBA always, and he always had pictures of Michael and then Kobe and Shaq, and then we both started watching a lot of NBA highlights. And then later on, 13, 14, Kobe and Powell, you know, I used to watch those guys play a lot.
And Greg, that's something different now for foreign players, isn't it? A lot more exposure to the NBA.
And KP, a fan of the culture. You saw him in cornrows as a kid. I think that helped prepare him for the transition.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Powell. Seth Curry is out there with Wright. And it's Doncic in at the small forward. From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. And now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. And that will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do on the fast break.
You're right, David. A welcome change. Thank you.
2-2.
The first one falls. And so he's able to get one of two. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wronged? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so?
What an excellent idea. Reddick surveying the D. Here's Holiday. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, you're kind of asking for it. Drew Holiday gets in that close. He's probably scoring.
Holiday against Wright. Doncic outside. Over Okafor. Doncic, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. And stolen by Cauley Stein. To the inside, Powell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Powell's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Floats one up. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
Here's Melly, guarded by Powell. Melly passes to Holiday. Doncic with the steal. 4-on-3 break. Here's Powell, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
He's off on the first.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. Hardaway's checked in for the Mavericks. Jalen Brunson comes in for DeLon Wright. Second free throw, no good. Well, for New Orleans, shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got 11 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Brunson finds Powell. Hardaway passes to Curry. Back to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Passes it to Cauley-Stein. Over Okafor. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Cauley-Stein.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Hart kicks to Ingram. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
Now here's Powell. 7 points in the game. Back to Curry. Shoots. Okafor grabs the miss.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Here's Curry. Good, nice job down low. Curry's got 4 this quarter.
Alvin Gentry has seen a lot in his time around the NBA, and last year in New Orleans, really no different. With injuries and trade demands from their top player, it was about trying to keep things together. I don't know, maybe the reward of all that was the roster that he has in front of him now.
And Okafor with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Okafor. Hardaway for 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And sometimes when a new front office takes over, a coaching change comes next. But Alvin Gentry continues as head coach with the Pelicans.
Well, a good reason for that is the previous relationship that Alvin Gentry had with David Griffin during their times in Phoenix. They've done a tremendous job of setting the table here, a new infusion of talent, different coaches, a change in front office, a new direction from the ownership group, and this is going to give Alvin Gentry the runway to grow and learn with some tremendous young players.
It's stolen by Curry. To the paint, here's Brunson. Up and in, off to an efficient start, 2 for 3 from the field.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Here's Holiday. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Hardaway. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Dallas leading by 3. Now Brunson. He kicks to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Brunson. From deep 3-point range, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Porzingis, he's checked in for Dallas. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 13 so far from the field here in the second quarter. Now here is Holiday, guarded closely. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down to just 1 on the basket from Williamson.
Second chance opportunities. Williamson explosive into the air with the touch and concentration to finish.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And so it's New Orleans with it. For New Orleans, they've gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter, just under 50% shooting. The shot by Holiday, no good. Dallas has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Brunson. Outside for Curry. And it's off the back rim, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Here's Holiday. Feeds to Williamson. And here's Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Floats one. Some solid defense from Ingram. The Pelicans trail. Pass to Hayes. On the wing, Holiday. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Brunson. Porzingis kicks to Hardaway. Pass to Brunson. The three ball. That drops and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Brunson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Solid passer for a two-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Holiday finds Ingram. Back to Holiday. To the right side. Here's Williamson. Down it goes for his third basket in as many tries.
And normal physicality doesn't get it done with Williamson. To stop him from scoring, you really have to up the ante and get him before he hits that launching pad.
Porzingis with the ball. He has 7, just 5 to shoot. Outside Hardaway. Shoots over Ingram. Hardaway, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Dallas has gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Lets it go with a 3. He can't get it to go. So the Pelicans will take it the other way.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
You just watch Zion Williamson, and everybody's so curious about where it is that he fits positionally. We do know this. In terms of his power and athleticism, he's already elite. And in this league, he's going to find ways to make contributions. And where he likes to hang his hat is the way he plays defensively. And for a young player to gravitate towards that, that's something special.
Two.
And the first one drops. And Brent with Zion, he's a great fit for a team that will want to get up and down like the Pelicans.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt that he has already infused this city and this franchise with a tremendous amount of enthusiasm to watch his growth. But the mindset of Zion Williamson is about what he can do for the team. And that's what I'm most interested in. What kind of plays can he make? And him playing defense and using that ability down there to ignite the offense, that's where he can make some immediate impact. Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Kleba, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Two shots.
That one is off.
One more.
Good on the second free throw. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting a smooth 58% from the field. Everything going according to plan for them on that end. Here's Ingram. Misses off the left iron. And it's Wright with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And stolen by Wright. Lets it fly. Kleba with the bucket. And the Mavericks lead by 3. 58 seconds left to play in the first half. Ball, the pass to Redick. Over Wright. The 10-footer finds the target. And it's 6 points for J.J. Redick.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
In the corner, Wright with it. Here's Doncic. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Porzingis with the block. Here's Kleba. He's covered by Favors. Now here's Wright. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 1 second left. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Mavericks lead by 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He had 16 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave him a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans?
I like the way they rebounded. They devoted a lot of energy down low, fighting for each other on the boards. And it helped keep this game tight. If they can continue to do that, it could easily be the factor that swings the game in their favor.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Now, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pelicans trailed by 3. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So the Pelican 5 right now. Zion is the 4 with Favors at the 5. Holiday and Ingram out on the perimeter. And it's Ball in at the 1 spot. Shot clock at 2. And the dunk by Williamson.
And this is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Pass to Doncic. 18 feet out. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Holiday. The teardrop falls in. Holiday's got 15 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Back to Brunson. Now the pass to Kleba. Doncic against Holiday. Out to the right wing. And here's Porzingis for a 3. The Pelicans trail. The feed to Williamson. He rips it and jams it right over Porzingis. Wow!
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special. And maybe the most popular player to enter the league since social media became truly pervasive. Zion Williamson handles it with class. He really appreciates his teammates and his coaches and really respects the game.
Shooting one.
And talking to stars in this league, even they want to see what Williamson's going to do next.
Sure. We talk about the leaping ability at his size, the handles, the shot making. But what really stands out when you watch him live, the instincts, being at the right place at the right time and always seeming to make the right play.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, there is a lot of optimism in Dallas for the tandem of Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. Porzingis said, "We clicked right away. We're both European players, similar roots, both speak Spanish. That'll translate on the court. We can be something special." Kevin, look out for them to compliment and criticize one another in a different tongue.
Yeah, if they play to their potential, they could be scary. Thanks, David. Here's Porzingis. And he can't stop the run as he misses. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And that one's good by Favors. Favors got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. They get a hand on it. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. The Mavericks pull it in. Kleba's got his 4th rebound in this one. Down low, Porzingis feeds it to Doncic. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
Good decision-making by Porzingis. I think the more and more he's thrust into the main guy on offensive role, the more and more he's going to learn to distribute.
Holiday against Hardaway. The shot by Holiday, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. Bounce pass, Porzingis. Doncic outside. Brunson with it. Now defended by Williamson. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Kleba's got 6.
I remember when big men shooting threes were as rare as a Sasquatch, and now those big guys are everywhere.
Here's Ball. Shoots over Brunson. Ball with the bucket. 8 points for him.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Kleba. He has 6. 6 to shoot. Outside, Porzingis for the tie, but they get it back. Now Brunson. He has 7, and the rejection by Favors. Here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Just a terror in transition. Zion's understanding for how to exploit these situations is one of his greatest strengths.
Brunson with it, now guarded by Ball. And here's Brunson. On the wing, Hardaway. Let's go. But they'll get another chance. Goes back up. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Doncic.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Pass to Williamson, and they call an illegal screen here.
All right, a chance to check out some stats for Ball. How he did last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's putting in the effort, and you can see him getting better with time.
So many little things that you have to learn to grow as a player. He's just going through a bit of that process right now.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Well, I hope this one is not to draw up a play, but to think about how they're going to defend that man. He's putting up some major numbers.
So both teams changing it up here. Let's give a look now at the 2K leaderboard to see who led the league in assists last year. 5th is Drew Holiday.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Hardaway passes to Doncic. Back to Hardaway. And Okafor with the block.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Mavericks trail by 5. Wright looking around. Over in the corner, Doncic. Over Holiday. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Ball with a wide open look. The second effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the EuroLeague's top scorer last season, Nicolo Melli, had turned down some NBA offers in the past, decides to make the leap to join the Pelicans, and gives them a highly skilled player in that front court.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. J.J. Redick's checked in for Brandon Ingram. The Mavericks also with a sub. Curry's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And the Mavericks with possession here. They trail by 7. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And Wright kicks to Curry. Over to the wing. Pass to Wright. Lets the 3 fly. Okafor grabs the miss. Okafor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Redick with it. He's got 6. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Redick's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pelicans. Outside Curry. Over in the corner, Doncic. No good on the triple.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
That's a great drive from Drew Holiday, using that blazing speed to his advantage.
Mavericks trail by 11. On the wing, Doncic, guarded by Holiday. To the middle, got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Curry outside. And it's Melli with the rebound.
Well, he's using the force, but in the worst way possible right now. He just needs to dial it back and look to work the ball around the floor to his teammates.
Holiday dishes to Redick. Launches a 3. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Well, you can't let J.J. Redick get hot from there, and he usually starts the game that way, so this could be a long night.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And perimeter shooting, never more valuable. And that's been J.J. Redick's M.O. all along. An elite marksman who can hit from anywhere.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Hayes is checked in.
And let's take a quick look now at some stats here for Holiday. Great showing for him last season. 5th in assists. And, of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. And in today's game, if you don't have floor spacing, your offense is going to struggle.
They call it gravity, the ability of outside shooters to attract defensive attention. Redick, one of those you don't leave for a moment.
Well, it was only a short stay in L.A. for Lonzo Ball, traded this past summer as part of the Anthony Davis deal.
And getting out of L.A. might be the best thing for him. Still a great defender and playmaker. His best years, without a doubt, could be ahead of him here in New Orleans.
That's good from Ball.
Well, a new start for Lonzo Ball, part of that massive Anthony Davis trade over the summer. And for Lonzo, things not working out in L.A. I wonder if being away from everything that L.A. offers up is going to allow Lonzo to focus back in both on playing and on making sure his body is ready for the rigors of an 82-game season.
And with the Pelicans, Ball can be quite dangerous in an Alvin Gentry offense.
Yeah, this up-tempo style that Alvin likes to play, a lot of it borrowed from the 7 seconds or less offense of Mike D'Antoni, is going to be very exciting. They could be a league pass team as Lonzo Ball loves to advance it with the pass, finding players like Ingram, Holiday, and of course Zion Williamson on the break could lead to some exciting basketball in the Bayou.
The Mavericks have gone 6 of 11 from the line tonight.
One shot.
And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 16-7 run. Outside Holiday. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Doncic finds Curry. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Curry. New Orleans leading by 8. Holiday surveying the floor. Over right. No good, unable to end this run. Dallas has gotten 1 of 6 three-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And pushing it up, here's New Orleans. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Curry passes to Doncic. Curry trying to break free. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Doncic. Ball dishes to Hayes. Kicks to Holiday. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Curry.
Hit me, I'm open. Set up.
We've got 1:28 left in the third.
Hey, balance it out. I got your help, help side.
1:22 left to play in the third. Doncic outside. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist here tonight.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Ball against Curry. Outside, Redick. Outside, Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. .52 seconds left in the third quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, and ball size makes him a difficult guy to guard. He uses it well to pick up fouls while shooting.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
2.
And the first one drops.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. It's Powell on the wing. Dallas moving the ball around. Curry finds Powell. Count it. Powell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Dishes it to Doncic. Stolen by Ball. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Pelicans have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Two.
That's good from Ball. And the Mavericks making a change here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. And now here comes Wright, leading the break. With 4 seconds on the clock, some solid defense from Ingram. He's off on that one. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here, we've got Jalen Brunson. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Dwight Powell. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Wright in at the 3. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so here is New Orleans. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And favors kicks to Redick. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Here's Favors, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul called on the Dallas Mavericks.
Two.
That free throw missing. Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Dallas also making some changes. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for DeLon Wright. So he comes up empty, missing both. Mavericks trail by 9. On the wing, Doncic. Elbow shot is on the way, and right through it goes. Doncic has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Now, here's Ball. Brunson covering. It's tipped. Doncic against Redick. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Hardaway with a wide open look. And another basket for Dallas.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Pelicans leading by 5. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That's his first foul. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Here's Ball. No place jumper from the free throw line. And the Pelicans lead by 7.
And Ball proving to be a knockdown threat from mid-range as well. A terrific shooter in that area.
Hardaway for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Ingram's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ball. And the layup's good off the glass. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Gotta respect how quickly Ball gets to the rack. I mean, if you give him the lane to the rim, he is going to exploit it quickly.
And good that time.
And you know, he's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
The dish to Ingram. Back to Ball. Six to shoot. To the inside. That's good from Williamson on the assist by Ball. Ball's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Inside. That's tipped. Kleber kicks to Brunson. Down low, Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on J.J. Redick.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Doncic.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Both free throws good from Doncic.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset,
The Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
Stolen by Brunson, and it's out of bounds to the Pelicans. So what a jam!
Wow.
Fans loving that right there.
What a jam!
Nice. And you got to appreciate the fearlessness with which he plays. Zion's ability to shoulder the offense at this stage of his career is incredible.
Porzingis with the ball, now defended by Williamson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Porzingis. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The first one falls. He doesn't get the second one. Mavericks trail by 8. Now Brunson. Outside Hardaway. Ingram against Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Brunson. Hardaway for 3. The Mavericks rebound.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Redick with it. Hardaway picks him up. Redick passes to Favors. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Now here's Porzingis. Defense is right there. To the paint. Here's Williamson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 5th assist in this one. Mavericks trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Off the inbound, and too long on the shot.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
You can tell right now the teammates are scanning the floor to find him and feed him. Why not? He's on it right now.
One shot. One shot.
And we first heard about Williamson in high school, and that was due to his dunking ability. Now he's a full-fledged star on the rise.
Kleba, the pass to Hardaway. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Ball dishes to Favors. There's the pass to Ingram. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Ingram!
Ingram against Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Redick. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, JJ doing it from all over, shooting left side, right side. He's scoring from everywhere.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Teardrop shot. Ingram with the steal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Luka Doncic.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
The free throw drops for Redick.
Well, Redick used properly can be lethal for your offense. You just can't afford to fall asleep on him.
And so he hits both. Mavericks trail by 15. Doncic passes to Brunson. Here's Porzingis.
Screen.
5 to shoot, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Favors got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here is Ball. This one for 3. Out to Ingram. And Hardaway comes to help. Pass the ball. From downtown. The shot by Redick, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Ball with it. Ingram outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 7th assist in the game.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Looking to end the run. Ball with the rebound. Ball's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Ingram outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And another name included in that Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Still a lot to like about his game.
Pairs up well with what the Pelicans are trying to do. Perhaps the biggest asset coming over to New Orleans could flourish in this system.
Two.
And that one falls for Ingram. And one of the major pieces of the Anthony Davis trade, Brandon Ingram. Brent figures to be a big piece for this Pelicans team.
Yeah, so much talk about Brandon Ingram and potential unrealized, and maybe some stability around this new organization with head coach Alvin Gentry is going to bring out the best in Brandon Ingram.
And guys, really no ceiling on Ingram. This is a guy who has the potential to be a truly great player before it's all done.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Zion Williamson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
This is as good a game as we've seen him play, and this crowd can't get enough of it. When he explodes like this, it becomes a special atmosphere in here. Now here's Brunson. He's covered by Ball. From deep. Offensive rebound. Out to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And that's 11 points for Porzingis.
This is a show of confidence here. This kind of possession from Porzingis, ready to shoot off the pass.
Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Pass to Brunson. Here's Kleba. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. The shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. Ball feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Williamson. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 19-point game.
A little shiftiness there in Porzingis' game as he welcomed the contact and then converted on top of it.
One shot.
That free throw good from Porzingis. Here's Ball. Outside Holiday. Ingram outside. Hardaway with the steal. Fast break Dallas. Brunson good.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Doncic against Holiday. Just 5 on the clock. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Holiday. And that one, good. And that's now 35 points for Luka Doncic.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Here's Ball. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Mavericks trailed by 12. Doncic right side. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Doncic has got 10 points in the quarter.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for New Orleans.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, it felt like there was more than one of him out there tonight. He was involved on every possession, and he made his presence felt in so many ways.
So he gets them both. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Ball dishes to Williamson. He kicks to Ingram. He's feeling it. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's Ingram missing. Here's Dallas. They're on a 15-6 run. Hardaway for three. Drills the three-pointer. Hardaway has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Mavs. Outside Holiday. So New Orleans wins it. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.